I'm Beverly Sodhani.
Arvind Sodhani. We have a vineyard about 5 miles from here in St. Helena on the hillside of the Spring Mountain. It's a 12.5-acre property, all planted in Cabernet. And we make this spectacular, mind-boggling wine, 100% Cabernet, your classic cult Napa Valley Cabernet.
We've known each other for 40 years. We've been in and out of each other's lives. And I met him when I was 20 and barely drinking age. And he came over from working in Argentina for about 3 years. And he was this tall, dark, handsome man dressed in these beautiful Italian double-breasted suits. And he was so worldly and elegant. And I just thought, wow, he's something. And my mother said, you be very careful. He's going to wine and dine you and seduce you with a great bottle of wine. So you should always listen to your mother.
Glad you didn't listen to your mother.
So eventually, later on, things started to click, and we decided we'd get married in 2013. And I searched for a venue in Napa Valley for a vineyard venue. And at the time we found our vineyard, we closed escrow, and Arvind said, let's have it in the vineyard. We had a small Indian wedding of 50 people. They were all dressed in saris and Indian attire. And Arvind came in on a white horse, dressed like a beautiful prince. And we got married and rode off into the vineyard and lived happily ever after.
We bought the property in 2013, and at that time, we had been looking for a vineyard for, give or take, long time, 10 years. Our requirements were it had to have the right kind of soil, right kind of terroir. You know, we'd been traveling to Bordeaux and Burgundy, and we had sort of learned already that wine comes from the terroir, and it's the most important element in how good a wine you're going to get. So we were very sensitive to getting the best possible soil that we could find for making the best wine. But we have divided our responsibilities. Thomas Rivers Brown is the winemaker. I take care of the farming and the winemaking and paying the bills, and Beverly takes care of the marketing, sales, promotion, and talking to customers.
But sometimes he crosses over into my territory.
You have to decide who is the alpha dog, and once that's sorted out, it becomes a little bit easier.
I tell him it's my responsibilities, you tend to the vineyard.
Yes, be the farmer.
Be the farmer, you're the farmer. I'm the salesperson.
I started off drinking in my undergraduate in England. You know, it was a choice between drinking beer, warm beer at that, and wine. And at that time, it was cheap Bordeaux in college in the UK. And then subsequently, I started making trips to Burgundy, and so discovered Burgundy probably a decade later.
I love champagne, and I'm a big Cabernet girl, so it's Bordeaux's and Napa Cabs, especially our own. I do drink a lot of our wine. I kind of drink through the profits. And I do have a few Burgundies I enjoy, but mostly I enjoy our wine and champagne. I can drink champagne every day.
That's right. Oh, clearly Beverly is the better taster. So I think her taste buds are more have more memory and have more specifics.
Now I'm on the line.
All right, well, let's do this.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so nervous.
This is where we embarrass ourselves.
Okay.
So we're pouring your wine first.
Okay. All I want to say is, after this is over, do not kick me out of the bedroom and put me on the couch tonight with the pups, okay? I'm shaking. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
All right. Cheers, honey.
Cheers, honey. I don't know, you have this look on your face that I've done something wrong.
So I'm seeing some age on this wine, for sure. And I can definitively say that it's a red wine.
You're so smart.
Feels like a Pinot. Definitely got quite a bit of age on it. That's for sure.
Okay.
I'm guessing, you know, it's definitely a Pinot, or at least that's what I'm guessing. This is a Burgundy.
You don't think it's from Sonoma Coast?
No, it's got a very different profile.
So what do you think the age is?
I'd say in the 90s. 90, maybe? Maybe 90?
I think he's gonna kill me.
It's showing a little bit of age. It's a little bit maybe past its absolute prime at this stage, but drinking beautifully. Very soft, very elegant, very supple. Classic. I'm not going to be able to guess the producer, but I'm guessing it's in the 90s time frame. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, that's good, honey. Oh, boy, that's a deep red. Look at the color on that. Okay, it either could be a very old Napa Cab or Bordeaux. But because of the color on it, I'm going to go with a Bordeaux. And it's got that, you know, when you cut a cigar and you light it, the first puff. Not that I smoke cigars all the time, but it has that very tobacco type of fragrance to it. And raspberries that are a little bit too ripe. But I think it's a young Bordeaux. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Boy, lots of cherries when you taste this. This is exploding in my mouth. And I'm glad we don't have spit buckets here because I'm not spitting. I am having a lot of problems guessing where this is actually from. But I think it is an older Bordeaux. I'm going to say it's probably in between 1986 and 1992. Okay, I'll say it's a 1988. The finish on it is very, it's quite long, but it's got a very old world classic finish to it. So I don't think it's a young Bordeaux. So I'm going to say in 1988. And I'll say it's right bank. It looked like you're giving me a hint. I'm totally clueless as far as where it came from. But you know, I get points for saying it's a Bordeaux. See, I am sorry. I am no Larry Stone, the master somm, who could just put something in front of his face and he'll know right away what it is. Okay, I'll say it's a Bordeaux and it's from the late 80s. And I don't think it's a Chateau Latour.
It's definitely got a lot of age on it.
Oh my
I'm
God.
guessing it's got, yeah.
It doesn't taste like age to me.
No. It still has a lot of tannins in it. That's in the finish. It still has a lot of tannins. The fruit is sort of still a little bit recessed. Maybe it opens up later, but in the finish, it's very, very tannic finish. So I'm sort of rethinking the Pinot fruit. But
I know I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch today.
no, I'm gonna go with the Pinot. I don't have that great a memory of things I drink. I invariably always think of wines as I like it, I don't like it. I mean, that's sort of how I classify wines.
There's a few that you remember. You
Yeah.
always remember a Reyes.
Yeah.
Not that this is a Reyes.
No, this is not a Reyes. I'm not smelling a Grenache here. So, yeah, I think Pinot from could it be an Echezot maybe? An Echezot possibly. With some age on it.
In which domain?
Actually, wild guess, I would say, DRC Echezot 2011. I think that the 2011 had that characteristic where it felt like it was older than it really was. Again, I'm sticking my neck out, but it's definitely got, I would say, 10 plus years, and it's showing a little bit more age than, than maybe its actual vintage.
You promise me you won't put me out in the bedroom. So I'm quite amazed. You got very close. And don't hate me, please.
Oh my God, it's a Latache 2011. Wow, I got the year.
You're very close. Yes, and so the reason I chose this for you is not to be nasty, but I wanted to throw you off a little bit because I was thinking in your mind you would go, there is no way Beverly would pull an untouchable from the cellar. This can't be a DRC, and I would be thinking that you're questioning yourself in your mind that there's no way I would have done this. And then, of course, there's a story behind every bottle. It's just not this iconic DRC that everybody knows. It's high demand. It's the best Burgundy in the world. But it's it's the relationships, it's the places we've been with Aubert, it's the tastings we've been in the cellar. And that's what I remember, is walking through the cellar and seeing all these rack bottles of La Tâche, and then going into the cellar where the dirt floor and a big barrel and a slab of oak, and then he goes in and takes out some incredible vintages from this dusty old cellar. And these are the moments I remember when I see this bottle. Not that it's the most famous wine in the world, but it's the memories. And Aubert de Villaine is someone I would really like to strive to be, because he remembers every detail about a vintage, and he remembers everyone in his community, and this just brings back all the memories with you of when we've been in Burgundy and been tasting in DRC and been so fortunate to have those trips. So I love you. Please don't kill me for opening up a La Tâche for a blind tasting.
Well, you know, I got the vintage, got the
You
producer.
did. I'm pretty impressed.
I was on the wrong side of the road there.
In the beginning, but you circled back.
On the wrong side of the road there in terms of domain, but.
Good job, honey. I'm impressed. I really am. And you don't seem very angry at me.
I missed a La Tâche. How can that be
Oh, no, he's going to beat himself up.
The 11 drinks older than its actual vintage. You know, I mean, 11 is only 8, 9 years old, 8 years old since it was bottled. And it's showing, and maybe it'll close down and put on some weight later in the years. We don't know. Certainly that bottle is not going to put on any more weight anymore since we have opened it. But I am surprised. You know, if I had to double down, I would have still doubled down on Echezot rather than La Tâche. So I guess live and learn.
All right, honey, I'm not going to do as great as you. At least I know it's a Bordeaux, and I think it's an older Bordeaux. I'm going to stay with a 1988.
Well, you know, again, look at it a little bit more carefully, and
I don't think it's from Chateau Latour.
you're close.
Oh, okay, it's a Pichon.
So it is, you know.
Oh! Okay, what year? What year is it?
It's a 2005.
Oh, I was off on the year. But you gave me the hint when you said close to Latour. Oh,
I didn't want to pick a very old wine because as Bordeaux get older, it gets a little bit harder to nail them down. So that's why I wanted to put a little bit younger Cabernet, so that you'd have a better chance of recognizing it, which you did. You know,
well,
which is great.
It does taste older, and this one. This is great stories when I see this bottle. Larry Stone will probably kill me for saying this, but we did have a 100-year tasting of Pichon at Rubicon Restaurant when he was there.
In the 90s.
In the 90s.
1896 was the oldest vintage of that tasting.
Yes.
And Mayelaine, the then owner, was also attending, and it was a 3-day event with 100 vintages.
Right.
100-year tasting.
That was amazing.
So that was an amazing, and that's sort of when we really got into.
You know, I was so young, and you were introducing me to all these incredible
That was in the 90s,
wines.
95, 96 timeframe,
Yeah,
maybe.
I was young.
Well, here's to DRC, La Tâche.
Yes. Thank you, honey. You did a great job.
No, I missed
You're not angry at me, are you?
I missed the La Tâche part.
You're not angry at me, right?
The wine's open a little bit.
Okay, he's totally avoiding that question.